It's by no exaggeration when I say that people in areas across southeast London have been waiting a lifetime for more tube station options. In fact, talks of extending the Bakerloop line further into the southeast first started in 1913, way before anyone watching this video was even alive. Since then, multiple plans have been proposed to cover various parts of southeast London, but to this day, those plans have no funding or a confirmed timeline. So it's safe to say a Bakerloop line extension isn't going to come anytime soon, but TfL just dropped a decent alternative in the meantime. Meet the Bakerloop, also known as BL1. The new route runs between Waterloo Station, Elephant and Castle, Old Kent Road, New Cross Gate and Lewisham. Buses are expected to run every 12 minutes from Monday to Saturday and every 15 during the evenings and Sundays. The overall look remains quite similar to current electric buses, apart from the staircase window and the obvious colour scheme, which is being described as a Bakerloop-inspired brown maquette. Other than that, I didn't really notice anything new in terms of design. It was nice to see that these buses come equipped with USB-free charging ports, although I didn't see any ports for USB-C, which might be a slight setback for people with newer charging cables, but I don't think it's the end of the world. According to a TfL survey, a whopping 82% of Londoners said the Bakerloop would make journeys more convenient, and 79% believe it will save them time. Given the relationship between commuters and TfL, I was quite surprised by these optimistic figures, so I decided to ask a few passengers to share their thoughts.
I've come in from Oxford this morning purely to ride on this for the first day. I'm very impressed with it. I like the livery, the brown and white livery. I also like the maquette they've used, which equates to the maquette on the Bakerloop line trains. Yeah, I think it's first class.
I wanted to see more of what the scheduling's like. So for example, in the off-peak, you're given around 30 minutes to do the entire route, and I wanted to test that out. So I rode the bus down to Lewisham to see if that worked. It was quite accurate. It made it pretty much bang on time or even a minute early.
It was decently loaded. It was nice to see commuters using it as well, actually. Pretty quick. And overall, it just seemed like a really nice, enjoyable journey.
I come into London, as I say, purely for a hobby. Will I use the Bakerloop? No, only today.
Well, I've obviously seen a load of publicity about it, and I was kind of like, do you know what? It sounds pretty cool. Pretty weird, but cool name, the Bakerloop. So I thought, why not give it a shot? Come down early, get it out of the way, and then crack on with my day.
All I'm hoping for is that it just stays a stopgap between what we have now and then the future Bakerloop line extension to Lewisham.
I'm actually in North London, so I've got a few bus routes already down to the south and stuff, but I think it's more pretty coming this way, coming into Waterloo and then changing for the Bakerloop, because as well, you're not stopping everywhere, and that's what I like about it.
The reception of the Bakerloop was largely positive, and I have to say, the end-to-end route was pretty fast. It's also worth noting that this route is free of charge for 1 week. You'll still need to tap in with your contactless or your Oyster card, but you won't be charged. So it's the perfect excuse to take the Bakerloop for a test ride. If you've done a couple laps on the route already, let me know what you thought in the comments below. And for everything travel, tourism and lifestyle, follow Buscando Travel for more.